Hello, hello, everybody, and welcome to Proud to Lead. My name, Proud to Lead. All right, let's just double check we are live. All right, so we are live. Okay. Hey, everyone, welcome to Proud to Lead. My name is Sean Quintero. I am the host, a bisexual man navigating identity, leadership, and masculinity in real time. And I'm really excited about this podcast for a couple of different reasons. Leadership shapes culture, it shapes business, it shapes companies, it shapes impact. And so often, growing up, didn't see myself in leadership positions, whether it was because of my race, whether it was because of my sexual orientation and my identity. I didn't see myself in leadership positions. And so, one of the goals that I have with this podcast is to showcase leaders of the LGBTQ plus community in business and spotlight stories of entrepreneurs and business leaders that have overcome those challenges that are so common for so many of us. I remember going to an event, and this was like a marketing event, and it was one of the this was maybe 12 years ago, but it was one of the very first times that a gay man was on stage and he had shown a picture of his family. And this is very typical for anybody who does any kind of presentation. They typically tell you a little bit about them and why they are an authority on the topic that they're about to talk about. And then they humanize themselves with like a picture of them and with their family and their dog. And this man showed this image of him and his husband. And it was the first time that I had seen anyone outwardly expressing an LGBTQ plus identity. And I remember leaving that room. At the time, I was not out. I had not fully embraced my own identity and my own orientation. And but it was the first time that I felt affirmed and seen. His voice sounded like mine, his feminine kind of mannerisms looked like mine, and it was one of the first times that I saw myself on stage. And it was that moment that I said, "Oh, I could be on stage too. I could start a business too. I could create something of meaning and impact too." I know the impact that visibility has in the world. And so showcasing and spotlighting leaders within the LGBTQ plus business community, I think my hope is that as people listen in to this podcast, that they have the same experience I had, where they see someone that looks like them, that sounds like them, that represents them in a place in business that they could also begin to imagine themselves achieving. And so I am really excited about this podcast. I'm really stoked about this podcast. I think it's going to be a really exciting opportunity for not only me, I'm a business owner. I'm a marketing specialist. I'm an entrepreneur. And even in my own businesses, with my own staff, with my own team, with my own business partners, even in those situations, I am still navigating how to best express my identity, how to best create space for other people, how to best mentor people within the businesses and within our staff and community, how to, as somebody who's an executive in in this company, how I can best show up. And so I'm not only excited to, you know, have these conversations and facilitate this conversation and spotlight these individuals, but I'm also really excited about learning and growing myself and getting insight from other business leaders who are doing this and probably 10 times better than I am. And so I'm really excited about this. I know that uh you know again, my hope is that we are able to represent all types of people and all walks of life and all backgrounds and experiences, and really begin to learn from each other how to best show up in spaces that, let's be honest, are sometimes not as inclusive as we'd like. Whether you're in corporate America, whether you run your own business, we face a variety of challenges, whether it's from customers or clients, whether it's from complete strangers, whether it's from just the politics of existing. There is so much that we face, and I'm hoping that this can be a platform where we see some hope, some victories, and really begin to learn from each other and really begin to build a community. So I'm really excited about this. I'm going to be showcasing, a variety of people on this platform and in this podcast. If you know somebody who might be interested in being featured and having a spotlight, I'd love to know. Just let me know in the comments below. And if you are excited, if you are somebody who is in business and you are a member of the LGBTQ plus family, I'd love to know in the chat. Share a little bit about yourself, your business, your journey, and I'd love to support you. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.